people. You're going to cover BNS 9.4 today. Thanks for joining me. Let's talk about bitterness. Bitter taste is often associated with toxins like nicotine, caffeine, and morphine. TTR, family of G-protein coupled receptors, appear to be bitter receptors. 25% of Americans cannot taste PTC and PROP. Super tasters are more sensitive to bitter taste. Umami, meaty, savory flavor. Glutamate gives food this taste. Umami receptors are T1R1 and T1R3. T1R1 became non-functional when giant pandas stopped eating meat and only ate bamboo. Taste information is transmitted to several parts of the brain. Gustatory system is the taste system. Cranial nerves involved in this are, of course, 7, 9, and 10. And they go to the brainstem, which goes to the thalamus, which goes to the insula and the cortex. Pattern coding. The definition of this is coding of information systems based on the temporal pattern of action potential. Labeled lines, each nerve reports a particular type of information. Chemicals in the air elicit odor sensation. Anosmia is odor blindness. Men show worse olfaction than women, so women smell better than men. Dolphins can't detect odor. Olfactory epithelium is a sheet of cells including olfactory receptors that line the dorsal portion of the nasal cavities in adjacent regions, including the septum that separates the left and right nasal cavities. Cilium is hair-like cellular extensions. Dendritic knob, portion of the olfactory receptor cell present in the olfactory epithelium. Continuing, if olfactory epithelium is damaged, it can be regenerated and reconnected to the olfactory bulb, which is interesting because other parts of the nervous system can't regenerate like this. So odor goes to the nose, then to the mucosal layer, contains binding proteins that transport odorants to receptor surfaces. Receptor odorant complex activates G proteins, which combine with a molecule of GTP, displacing GDP. G protein alpha subunit disassociates and activates adenosylase, which makes CAMP. Sialic AMP activates gated cation channel. Humans can discriminate more than 1 trillion olfactory stimuli. Okay, continuing again. Olfactory bulb, interior projection of the brain that terminates in the upper nasal passages and through small openings in the skull, receives axon from olfactory receptor neurons. Glomerulus is a complex arbor of dendrites from a group of olfactory cells. Mitral cell in the olfactory bulb that conducts smell information from the glomeruli to the rest of the brain. Many vertebrates possess a vomeronasal system. A pheromone, a chemical signal that is released outside the body of an animal and affects members of the same group. Vomeronasal system detects pheromones and transmits signals to the brain. Pheromone nasal organ receptor cell that detects pheromones and sends electrical signals to the accessory olfactory bulb in the brain. TAARS, a family of probable pheromone receptors produced by neurons in the main olfactory epithelium. Humans have taste receptors cells in the colon, lung, and testes, and we don't really know what these do, so that's an interesting thing. Alright guys, subscribe and leave a like if you are watching this. Rookie Voice.